Draft Transportation Improvement Program, also known as the TIP for fiscal years 2025-26 to 2029-30. For those of you that are not familiar with the TPO, the North Florida Transportation Planning Organization is the independent regional transportation planning agency for Duval, Clay, Nassau, and St. Johns counties. The federal government requires areas developed around cities with a population of 50,000 or more to have a metropolitan planning organization like the TPO to coordinate transportation planning and funding. The Transportation Improvement Program is a short-term, federally mandated plan that details prioritized transportation projects to be implemented during the next 5-year period in the North Florida TPO region. Projects listed in the TIP include recommended improvements consistent with the approved 2050 long-range transportation plan. The TIP includes a wide range of transportation projects, including highways, transit, bicycle and pedestrian, infrastructure, and other transportation enhancements. Over the last couple of weeks, we delivered county-specific TIP presentations. We have posted recordings of all the meetings on the TIP page. Today's meeting closes the TIP presentation cycle. However, the TIP process continues until we finish the public input phase on June the 2nd. You can watch recorded presentations at northfloridatpo.com. There are 3 ways to submit your comments. This meeting is your opportunity to provide comments. In addition, we have posted a comment form in our webpage, and also you can provide comments through the interactive TIP website. Both of those, I will provide more details on how you can find those. The deadline for comments is June the 2nd. We need your input and comments. You can provide comments using the input form by using this QR code or by going directly to the link, which is publicinput.com/2025 TIP. This input form, as I indicated before, is posted on the TIP page. And again, the deadline for comments is June the 2nd. This plan will be approved by the North Florida TPO Board at their regular meeting on June 12th at 10 a.m. We're located at 980 North Jefferson Street, Jacksonville, Florida. There are 2 places that you can go to find TIP information. The first one is the TPO website, and the second is the interactive TIP website. I'm going to explain how you can find the information in each of those places. Quickly, I want to show you where to find the TIP information when you visit the TPO website. In the front page, you can access the TIP page by clicking on the Planning tab. We also added a link in the middle of the page, that green button there. It says Comment on Draft TIP. If you click that button, it will take you directly to the TIP page. This is the TIP page. In this page, you will have access to the input form to provide comments. Also, in this page, you will find the complete draft of the TIP 2630 in PDF format with appendices. This is a big document, and it includes a list of projects by county, which make it easy to search for projects. You will also find in this page recordings of all the TIP presentations. Also, you will find a link to the interactive TIP website and another link that will take you to an instructional video that explains how to use the interactive TIP website. This is an overview of the page. At the bottom of that page, the left corner, you will find another link to the interactive TIP website. And I just showed you the first place where you can find the TIP information, which is the North Florida TPO website. Now I'm going to show you the second place that you can where you can find information, which is the interactive TIP website. And if you click that button there where it says Interactive TIP Tool, it will take you to the Interactive TIP website. And this is the front page. And you will notice on the top right corner, there are 5 tabs. In this web page, you can find interactive maps, projects by county. You can search projects by county, by type of work. There's different ways that you can find information there. So if you go to projects, you will see that the default plan is the draft 2630. And you have 2 ways to provide comments on this website. The first one is right there pointing with the red arrow. That button, if you click in that button, you can provide general comments on the plan. Then at the bottom, you will see a list of projects. If you click any of those projects, you will get to the project overview that will give you more information about that project. And on the right top corner, you will see another comment button that will allow you to provide comments specific to this project. And now we are going over some projects. The first county will be Duval County. I just wanted to point out there's a number in the upper left corner. If you have a question about any of these projects, just remember this number and I will come back to answer your questions. The first project is I-95 from St. John's County line to I-295. This is a capacity project. This project will add lanes and do reconstruction. Construction is scheduled for 2029-2030. I-95 from Baldwin Road to south of Emerson Street. This is another capacity project. Will add lanes and do reconstruction. Construction is scheduled for 2026. I-95 from Bay Meadows Road to JTB, another capacity project, will be adding lanes. Construction is scheduled for 2030. US 98 eastbound off-ramp to State Road A1A bridge. This is a bridge repair and rehabilitation project. Preliminary engineering is scheduled for 2027. JTB at Belfort Road interchange. This is another capacity project and it will be adding lanes to that interchange. Construction is scheduled for 2030. Maple Road, this is a bike lane sidewalk project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. Len Turner Road, Trout River Bridge. This is a bridge replacement project. Construction and preliminary engineering is scheduled for 2027. State Road 101 from Atlantic Boulevard to 7th Street. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. Kings Road at Union Street, Brady Street, and Whitner Street. This is a pedestrian safety improvement project. Right-of-way acquisition is scheduled for 2026. Construction, 2027. I-295 from north of New Kings Road to south of I-95 North Interchange. This is another capacity project that will add lanes and do reconstruction. Preliminary engineering is scheduled for 2030. Right-of-way acquisition is scheduled for 2029-30. Blanding Boulevard from Wilson Boulevard to Roosevelt. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. I-95 over 13th Street Bridge. This is a bridge replacement project. Preliminary engineering scheduled for 2026. Right-of-way acquisition 2028. Construction 2030. Now Clay County. US 17 crossing. This is a railroad crossing. Construction is scheduled for 2028. Railroad and utilities 2029. US 17 Park Avenue from Doctors Inlet Bridge to Wells Road. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. State Road 16 from State Road 21 to US 17. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. State Road 16 from First Coast Express to Springbank Road. This is another capacity project which will add lanes and do reconstruction. Preliminary engineering is scheduled for 2026. State Road 16 from US 17 to Clark Road. This is a resurfacing project. Preliminary engineering scheduled for 2026. Construction 2028. State Road 230 from Bradford County line to State Road 16. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2027. First Coast Expressway from east of County Road 16A spur to east of County Road 209. This is an area-wide project that covers Clay and San Jose County. This is a new road construction. Design build is scheduled for 2026. And this is a more detailed map. This project includes a new 4-lane bridge over the San John's River just south of where the Chance Bridge currently stands, and also includes a 12-foot, 8.5-inch wide shared use path on the northbound side on the bridge to accommodate pedestrians and bicyclists. This project is close to Clay County. It's the I-295 from south of US 17 to Blanding Boulevard. This is another capacity project. This project will add lanes and do reconstruction. Right-of-way acquisition is scheduled for 2030. Nassau County. Atlantic Avenue from Center Street to South Fletcher. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. I-95 from south of State Road 200 to Georgia State Line. This is a resurfacing project also, and railroad and utilities is scheduled for 2027, construction 2028. Crandall Road over McQueen Swamp Bridge. This is a bridge replacement project. Right-of-way acquisition is scheduled for 2026, environmental study 2027, and construction 2028. Yulee Elementary at Fillmore Road. This is a sidewalk project. Construction is scheduled for 2027. State Road A1A at Old Nassauville Road. This is an intersection improvement project, and construction is scheduled for 2027. US 17 at William Burgess Boulevard. This is an intersection improvement project. Right-of-way acquisition is scheduled for 2026, 2027. State Road 200 at William Burgess Boulevard. This is an intersection improvement project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. I-95 from Duval County line to south of State Road 200. This is a resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2027. US 17 from Lipizan Court to the Georgia State line. This is another resurfacing project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. First Coast Highway from Amelia Island State Park to Gervin Road. This is a resurfacing project. Preliminary engineering scheduled for 2026. Construction 2028. South Fletcher Avenue from Gervin Road to Atlantic Avenue. This is a resurfacing project. Preliminary engineering is scheduled for 2026. Construction 2028. San Jose County. I-95 from north of First Coast Expressway interchange to the Duval County line. This is a capacity project. Will add lanes and do reconstruction. Construction is scheduled for 2028. Railroad and utilities 2028. State Road 16 from International Golf Parkway to I-95, another capacity project that will add lanes and do reconstruction. Preliminary engineering scheduled for 2026, right-of-way acquisition 2026-27. State Road A1A from Fort Matanzas to State Road 206. This is a bike path trail project. Construction is scheduled for 2030. State Road A1A from State Road 206 to Beach Boulevard. This is another bike path trail project. Construction is scheduled for 2029-2030. Coastal Highway from south of Beachcomber Way to 24th Street. This is a bike path trail project. Construction is scheduled for 2029. A1A from Bridge of Lions to Charlotte Street. This is a drainage improvement project. Construction is scheduled for 2026. Racetrack Road at US 1. This is an intersection improvement project. Construction is scheduled for 2029. Avenida Menendez from Charlotte Street to west end of Bridge of Lions. This is another intersection improvement project. Construction is scheduled for 2028. Questions? We are now open to any questions. Remember, you can submit your questions using the chat feature or by unmuting yourself and asking your questions. I also posted on the chat links for the TIP page, for the input form, and the interactive TIP website. If there's no comments, I don't see any comments in the chat. Since there are no comments, this presentation is just a highlight of some of the projects in the TIP. I encourage you to visit both the TIP page and the interactive TIP website and provide comments. The links to both are in the chat for your convenience. Remember that the deadline for comments is June the 2nd. Please share this information with friends and family. Thank you for attending and have a great rest of your day.
The great presentation. Yeah, I didn't have any comments, but yeah, great presentation.
Thank you, Jeremy. You have a fantastic day. Thank you for attending.
Too.
Bye.